Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on? Welcome back. We're back, baby. It's another season of In the Know with Joe. I'm your boy, the host, JViz, aka Joe. You can find me on JViz at JViz Shots underscore. Make sure you put a Z at the end, not an S. And I got a very, very, very special guest, public figure. We can call him a mogul, Kevin, aka Mr. Wake, Hustle, and Grind. I mean, just before you know what I'm saying, before you introduce yourself, I can just let the people know this guy is he's all over the place with the business, man. Graphic design, he's a marketing manager. I mean, this man has merch. He does it all, man. I mean, he got a magazine, Wake Hustle and Grind. Actually, on JVIS Production and TOV Digital Media, he was actually one of our first sponsors. So I really appreciate the love, man. I literally like introduce yourself, man. I did, but tell the people who you are, where you're from.
I owe you guys some more retractable banners too as well. I gotta shoot those to you. I ain't forgot about y'all. I just been a little bit busy.
All right. Hey,
Shoot
you know
those.
how it goes.
So yeah, my name's Kevin Conwell, Wake Hustle Grind, serial entrepreneur. I got everything from print companies. We do marketing, not just for like industry figures as far on the back end side, but we also do where we manage their socials and everything else. And then also too, not just for like the younger culture, we actually do a lot of small businesses, not just these Fortune 500 like Jamba Juices, like your real mom and pop like cleaners and local stores. We manage their socials, get them up on websites. That translates to my other company that does printing, like you said, the magazines, so on and so forth. So we do a lot of fun stuff too, like in the clubs, that type of thing. But we also run campaigns and political figures too. Shout out. So I do a lot of work in PR platforms like PR Cardinal. He's one of our main go-tos, but we do a lot of work for him too on the social justice side of things. So not just party, that's to get the attention, but a lot of the small businesses, the bread and butter that keep the money coming in like that. And
So what
also
you saying? What you saying pretty much is you going. You're the type of person that's not only going for the big pie. You taking all the crumbs and putting it together too. They told me a long time ago is don't always chase that pie. You know the crumbs can make up a pie as well. So you're not
riches,
forgetting about the small people either.
riches and niches.
Oh, I like that. For real, for real, for real, for real. I like that. I like that. You know, let's talk about the magazine, man. I went through the Instagram. I love the way it looks, man. I love what you got going on with the magazine. Tell the people about the magazine,
So
man. I think that's really dope.
the magazine to let you guys in, because you know a lot of people on interviews they don't let you in the behind the scenes. They're all like, "Hey, everything's running great. Everything is doing this." Like, no, we literally took time and took a step back on a reboot during COVID because our whole platform is one-on-one, direct to consumer. So what I
Mm.
did was shout out to Kalisha over at Power 106. We partnered up with her and her people, and we really got it going. Also, High Rise with Coalition DJs. So our thing is a music-based platform, and what we're doing now is trying to hire straight out of college opportunities, making it with first the whole strategy, ad revenue coming in. Now, we want to just empower the young kids that don't have an opportunity to go work. Realize at a young age, for us, especially being black, have like better communication with business because of that.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of young people getting into trouble and they like culture and they know culture. So I'm like, the perfect thing is a lot of opportunity there. So right now, step back, get the website, the grindmagazine.com. We're still serving small businesses with their ad placement around music, but the
Okay.
magazine is strictly music based now. It's like 90% music because music doesn't really have a shelf life. You can scan it in the magazine, have it, you put it back, you put it back. So it's like anything, you scan that QR code, get it, break the business. So a lot of these people need to know about that in order to take the business. We're putting the first position as advertising, but then also people that need young people money. My business works doing that and everything, but all the content you see, I'm not involved in it. Goes from the ground up, the ownership of that. I really empower the young people working for us to say, hey, go do it. Go do it.
So they're pretty much in a sense, they're skipping the internship process, right? And they're going straight to getting some money.
So we do have some interns. So
Okay,
how it's working is once they prove themselves as being reliable with the internship, then it's transitioned into a paid position where they get
that's
paid
awesome.
for blog articles. So just to give you a insight in, like, and this is like a gym. Most people that they go to that are like PR, they work for like this is 50.com and all these other places, and they can upcharge to do their blog page. So what we do, we give them access to say, hey, you're going to take a piece of the ad revenue, but then also too, you're going to be able to make money off of the placement. So I let them eat off their back placements, whatever they want to charge for that. I let them do their thing, but whatever we need in house, we'll take that money in internally. So if somebody's a superstar writer, we're not hindering them from being a superstar writer. We let them do their thing and make their outside revenue as long as we're able to get our base money in.
And with that sister, and with that goes your graphic designs, because we all know that the first impression is everything. So the visual and the look is everything. And I did see that you're in three markets as well. So let's talk a little bit about that, man. How hard was that grind? How hard was that hustle, man, to get into
So,
three markets?
so since 2007, I had like a little bit of help. My cousin lives in LA, so I
Okay,
was able to sleep on a few couches for a while until I was able to get myself established. But
nothing wrong with that.
but yeah, ever since college, like I was able to like go out there and make things happen. So I know with the core DJs, our first event was like like in 2007 at the old the Club Shag. Like man, that's where I think it's Club Shag, or I can't remember the name of the club, but we were doing stuff like right where Suge Knight got knocked out at.
Oh
So
wow,
how long ago everything
like
started. But
whoa,
like growing from there, like we would put events together, we would find out what club promoter would be there. We get with the DJ that worked at the radio station. We knew that formula. Pay them because then they can shout it out on air. So we wouldn't have
yep.
to for radio commercial placements.
Oh yeah, that
And
whole marketing aspect was way different
so
back in the day, bro.
so we get in, and then like long as we could play something around a holiday like Memorial Day or Grammy weekend, you would get foot traffic plus whatever else with word of mouth. But that was like MySpace days. Like you had to like make your little HTML and put it on there and make something like get on there. But yeah, that goes all the way back from 2007 all the way up until now. Like we're partnering with Vintage Tunes. Like they do all the remixes in Atlanta now. Like we have
Nice.
Nas remix, Drake, Tootsie Slide. You probably heard it on the radio. You got it on
Okay.
the radio with Fabo. That's the reason how Fabo got his crystals. It's not the reason why he got his crystals deal, but we brought brand awareness with
Yeah,
music
which is very important.
going on, and now look, he's got a crystal deal and a few other things popping.
Branding is everything, man. I have a friend of mine who has a hoodie. This is my smoke hoodie, and I believe that Matt Barnes wore it on his podcast, and now the guy's everywhere. Like, so it all depends on how you market it the right way. I mean, us being, I'm a millennial. I know that I just found out the other day that I'm actually like 1 year from not being or being a millennial. So I'm a millennial, and I do know, I do respect that, to know the fact that we know where our hustle came from, where it went, and where it's going, because we were papering, sending out mails, and now we're clicking a button. You know what I'm saying? Making a logo, clicking a button, and making it happen is a lot faster. Um, I feel like for us, it was a good thing. These three stores that you have of graphic designs, are they? I know one's in Atlanta, right, and one's in LA. Where's the third
So,
one?
so it's Atlanta, Cleveland, and LA. So
Now, are
basically,
you
so
are you
basically,
from Cleveland?
I'm from Cleveland. That's where I'm at
Okay,
right now, Cleveland.
nice.
So how we base it is I have reps that are there. So they handle all the work with the stuff coming in. So I have the ecosystem of things. So I'm not just the main graphic designer. We have other graphic designers. So we
Okay,
have we took like the process and streamlined it to 10x it. So most graphic designers is like, hey, I'm a graphic designer, and then they get bombarded, and then they just get stuck in that. So what we did was we streamlined the process, like Walmart, so to say. Like you come in, what do you need? We're budget friendly. We'll allocate your budget here. We'll take on the project. We send out graphic design forms. You fill it out. It goes to the staff. Either if it's something I look at that I want to do, before he goes to the team, and then they just knock it out. And we have Zoom calls to go over like, whatever you want to do.
Now, are you at the point? That's a dope video right there. And are you at the point where it's like you don't have to put your final stamp on everything? That you trust your staff enough to where it's like, yo, if you got a project, get it done, make it happen.
I do it
You know what I mean?
budget. Like if somebody just had a couple dollars, I'm like, get it out of here. But if it's somebody like it's important and it's about to go out,
yeah,
I'm the one doing it.
I gotta make sure. Yeah,
I'm the one. I won't even give it out. But like I have such a big library of files that where my designers can just go into my cloud and just pull it off. They can just pull things off and just go at it. They can just archives in a Dropbox and go grab it.
Talk to me about this video, man. We got going up right here.
So this was crazy. Actually, this was like All-Star weekend around this time. No, that was February. That don't normally have it, but this was in LA, Venice Beach. So how this happened organic. We did a video shoot. It was some guys that came into town from high school too. So we were all hanging out at Venice Beach, and we were shooting. I had to go shoot the Wake Hustle Grind clothing shoot. Got all the clothes with me. Got the models out there. He shoots, and then this Asian kid. I don't know his name. I wish I could find it. He came out like, "Hey, can you just read something off this paper? You seem real positive." And I'm like, okay, just hold the sign up. And I'm reading. Then he's like, just freestyle afterwards. So I'm like, oh, okay. So we did a take. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to rewrite it onto me. So I rewrote it, said what he wanted me to say. And then I just went off, whatever. And it actually is funny. I have this on my desk.
Look at that.
What I just said,
yeah.
I wasn't lying. It sits in front of me everywhere. Like that wasn't like just cap. Like this is like for real.
That's deep.
Like
that's deep.
I didn't know you was about to play that clip, but like for real, it goes.
Look at that, bro, and he's right on your desk. That's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we spoke about the graphics. We spoke about the magazine. I want to talk about the merch, man. A couple of things I want to say that I do definitely like is the No Days Off shirt, like I said, and every dollar counts. To me, that's dope. It's important to me that every dollar counts because people don't realize that, like, literally every dollar counts, bro. Like, that's the C, man. I like that. My most important question to you when it comes to the merch is what does Wake Hustle and Grind mean to you, man? Because this is you. You know what I mean? Like, what everybody can get something different from it, but what does it mean to you? You know what I mean?
Well, for me, was the day like I mentioned all the time was, when I hired myself. Was working a job and I was going to school working on my master's 8 hours away. And like I said in there, like the guy was like, I'm supposed to get a raise. I'm the lowest paid and I'm just getting awards for, executing. And the director comes in and I pull him to the side, not in front of everybody, the big office, they around. I could have said, hey, what about my raise? I didn't do that. I was like, I pulled him to the side. He came to my little cubicle. I said, what does this mean about me moving up? And he said, from what I hear, boy, put his arm on me, you're not doing your job. I'm like, I just got a raise to help you go. I mean, I just got an award from helping you go from here to here, but I'm not doing my job. And even in that moment, I went on lunchtime. If you know Trimco Roofing, I just did a 2020 rebrand experience. This was like back in 2013. I was doing their 2020. This is $1 billion roofing company. I'm doing their whole rebrand for social media in 2013. While I'm working there, I'm going to go pick up a check for like $6,000 for doing t-shirts. So I get in the truck. I can't even. I got my charger. I can't even with rims. I took a picture. I couldn't even fit. I'll send it to you later to probably post or whatever on this video. Yeah. But I'm putting it in the thing. I couldn't even fit all the stuff in there. I'm like, damn, man, I'm a business. Shit, I hired myself. I was like, oh shoot, that's what I'm gonna call my rebrand. Wake Hustle Grind. I hired myself.
That's hard.
My 3KP marketing in 2007. Prior to, I was like, yo, because I don't need them. I'm out here hustling. I'm doing whatever I got to do to make a check. I was like, that's Wake Up and Grind. Do whatever you got to do to make a check. And that's pretty much it.
What I like about you is that you're not selfish either. You know what I mean? You're trying to wake, hustle, and grind with everybody. You know what I mean? You're trying to put everybody on game. Like, let's wake, hustle, and grind together, bro. Like, a lot of people could just close that door and be like, I got this. I'll build my team. But
a lot of things we try to show. I show behind the design on the channel. And I try to post up not just motivational stuff. I was posting stocks till people was hitting me up and not listening, and that's a whole nother thing. But
4x.
I try to give like information that's value or even like what's going on like in real time because I don't
Yeah.
want to post anything that's too commercially kind of on my page because I feel like people got to show the struggles, the ups and the downs, and what's really happening right now versus just the whole this is a gloss thing. Because you get those people hitting you up, hey man, I can give you a blue check, I can do this.
Oh, I get that every day, man.
Your engagement could be this.
You could
man.
buy 1 million followers if you follow me. You can come on.
Your engagement could be this, man. I'm like, dude,
I got 1 million followers with 3 likes on my post. Like, come on.
I look at my engagement. I know who's DMing me to give me money.
Exactly.
So I know who to target when I run my ad. So
yes.
I don't.
That makes sense.
Care how the page look.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because every single day on the production page, my regular page, my food page, I always get people blue check. Let me give you followers. And to me, I say all the time, the most important because I used to tell TOV Digital Media, my business partner, the Wizard of Oz over here. I used to tell him all the time, I was like, yo, bro, my following is not going fast enough. And he's like, yo, chill out. It's going up organically. And the most important thing is when I have a video post, I got 800 some followers, but I get 300. You know what I'm saying? It's not like 4 or 5 views, but it's the people I know and who's on.
You got to cater to your audience, and then over time it'll grow. You got to cater to your audience. So, for instance, like me going back and forth to Atlanta, like we've been putting the stickers and the promo up, like all up on Peter Street, and look at all that hard work. So now I come back and I'm driving down the street, and everybody's a line to go inside 2 Chainz spot, or it's a line to go through.
That's why,
And I got everything posted. I don't have to get out the car. Now the truck is riding down the street with the Wake Hustle on it. They standing in line. They see the sticker. They see the van. Like now,
marketing.
The next year, I'm coming with that stickers, van, and then I'm able to get a billboard if I know in time. So now I'm hitting them 3 different ways. It may not catch you right now, but a lot of people who's in tune with what's going on, they just know and they see all the prior work.
And you actually went right into my next question, which is actually perfect, man. How you did speak a little bit, but how has the grind, the wake, and the hustle been for you during this pandemic? Because I know it's been crazy, but a lot of us have been working and putting that work in. How has it been for you the past year and a half?
I'm blessed because I had set up my 2020 and 2019. Right. I took kind of like the last quarter. I took a step back on finances. I took a step back and really focused on setting up 2020, where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get all my ducks in a row to like do another rebrand and put and go on all these like I call them grind work, going on like podcasts like yours, going to different radio stations, going to different clubs, meeting stuff people, and going to different areas within the free market. In 2019, in 2020, it's January 1, we went to Miami. We went to days later we go to Vegas. A week later, I think we was in LA. A week later, I'm back with you.
Moving.
And we were like this all the way up until I was stuck in LA March 8th around this time when they were like, it's a pandemic. You got to get back.
That's what I was going to ask you. Yeah, did you get stuck?
So when I flew to LA, I couldn't find a mask, but I just wore gloves because I didn't think nothing for that week. We wore gloves. Nobody wore a mask on. People coughing on the damn plane going. Then when I get off and I come back, everybody got a mask on, even babies, and you couldn't even buy.
You like, yo, like a movie, like
it was like a movie. It was like a movie. Yeah. Like everybody wasn't like this. They weren't passing out waters on the plane.
It's a new life, man.
It was crazy.
How often? To be honest, like, and just on the side note, like TMZ and other companies like that do this remote broadcasting like we're doing now. But this is the thing now, man. Like, I tell a lot of people, like, we've been. Come on, for like the last 5 to 7 years, we've been telling a lot of people get with the tech, pick up a trade in computer technology, IT, something like this is the future, AI, broadcasting, and they're like, all right, whatever. And now everybody wants to get down now because they didn't get down with the program.
Yeah, like I said, I was brand positioned before all of this, so I was kind of already in the space. I'm not like all the way at the top level, but I'm at a decent good level. I got in the space.
I like the humbleness
before everybody else.
I like the humbleness because you're doing good, bro.
No, for real, I got in the space before everybody else. So now, here's the thing: everybody's getting like this PPP and all this, So now my business actually is forgivable for people who get PPP. So I'm like, hey, hit me up. You're gonna get something you need. You'll pay me. I can get what I'm worth instead of trying to make like sometimes you give like a deal, somebody needs it. It's like, hey, you can call. You got the money. You write off. You know, it's a recycle. So now
And
my services are forgivable.
I guess because you helped that question, but I guess what I'm asking is, so it's great that you had that year plan, and that actually goes into my next question about 2021. But before we get into that, how did the pandemic ever, like, besides you getting stuck in, what I'm saying, one part of California or whatever, that did it ever mess up any of your scheduling? Like, did you
Oh
have to
no,
cancel
no.
anything?
So we were about to do what is that big music conference? South by Southwest.
South by Southwest, yeah, canceled.
Literally got a stage, and I'm like, this is about to be my first time at South by Southwest. And we're about to place an order, we're about to get posters, we're about to do all that. And my guy's like, yeah, the other people they're gonna drive down next, they're gonna do it. I'm like, nope, I'm
Mm.
out. I'm like, this is gonna be major. Then when I start seeing a lot of people, they blew the last of their money to do that and they couldn't recoup. And a lot of stuff just went bad for a lot of people. And I just set up all my stuff that I had marketing wise. I
Mhm.
still had like posters, flyers, like I had inventory because I had planned for the year. I put it
Mm.
up. So then moving forward for the rest, like how now I'm moving, I have
Mhm.
all my inventory and stuff I built up over the pandemic. So most people was trying to buy shoes, jewelry, all that type of stuff during the pandemic. I'm up here positioning like I'm gonna run this.
Stocking on merch, yeah.
So what I did was I knew that everybody was going to get a $1,200 stimulus. So my main thing was this: I said $1,200 is coming back to me no matter what. I took
Mm.
I took $2,000 on my credit card and I put it all on Instagram ads, advertising to push up to the day that they were going to release the money. So I said on this day I'm running a sale to go from here to here on marketing.
Yeah,
Man,
that's
that
smart.
whole week I couldn't even take like a girl on a bus was buying stuff from me. She wanted a website. I'm like, she didn't even have, like a girl on a bus. You can hear the bus in the background. I said, "What's going on?" She's like, "I'm on a bus, but I know I need a website." Like
She
somebody
said, "I know I need one of them red hoodies."
just you know what I'm saying? It was crazy, but I planned prior to. Everybody was waiting to get their money and do stuff. I just said, I seen a gap in it. Everybody's gonna be home. Everybody's watching stuff at home, so I'm like, I need to just blitz advertisement, run ads, run ads, run ads, 24/7. That 2 weeks that everybody was in the house, when everything opened back up, it just went whew,
Crazy.
like it just went crazy. So that really kicked back off everything slowly opening back up.
I feel like that didn't really surprise you. Honestly, I feel like, and this is just my opinion, but I feel like you were so prepared for it that it was just something that you just expected to happen because the confidence, the way you speak, like the planning is important, and that goes into my next question. Is like I was gonna say, how is 2021 looking for you? But I'm sure that you took 20, you setting up right now. I mean, you set up 2020 for 2021. Is that? Am I correct
Well,
with that one?
yes, and the messed up part is this. Just recently, we had my basement flooded. That's why I got like a lot of crap up in here. My basement flooded where I run a lot of my market.
Oh,
So I got like new computers, new
okay.
laptops. My drone got wet. The
What you
the,
got?
main, the $1,500 joint. This
Yeah, I
joint
got
got
the, I got the, I got the Air too.
my iPad Pro.
They all got wet and damaged. Ugh. What
So
what
luckily,
what
I
what,
had
what
a few things in my van, like my promo van I just bought. I wrapped it
that
army
hurts.
fatigue. Like you can see the van kind of closely on here. Hold on. So we wrapped the promo van, and luckily I had a few things. I had
It's
a
hard.
few things in there, and that's what I was able to bring to All Star when I came to come
Okay.
sell. I had a few things in there, but majority of my stuff was in the basement. So I
It's
was
considered a total loss.
sewer damage.
Yeah, it's
I'm
over.
down there. I'm not really a handyman. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a computer guy.
Yeah.
So a lot of my friends joke with me like, "Dude, you got to get out here and get dirty." So my guy gave me a shop vac, and I go over to his house. He told me keys. He's do real estate. He's like, "Go around the corner and go to one of my properties and go get a shop vac." So I get
Yeah.
it. I throw it in the Mustang. I'm riding. I got the top down just to get it up. I bring it. I'm like, all right, fuck, I'm gonna get dirty. So I go in. The only boots I got to go in there to do this. You about to cry when you see this. Bally makes a waterproof boot. Let me tell you, boy, makes a waterproof boot. But I had to destroy my boots and walk through this crap.
Damn.
And and as I'm sucking out the stuff, it's coming in more.
No, and it's sewage.
So I'm taking a trash can, trying to dump it and bring it up, and then I notice I start seeing like stuff flowing, and I was like, oh, this ain't water. This is
sewage. Like,
yeah, I was like,
feces.
I call the peoples. They come. They like, man, yo, it's all bad, bro. Like like up here, all this flood and all this, leakies and all that.
I used to be in restoration, so I know, bro. I used to do crawl spaces and all that, man. That's no joke.
It's the wrap. So,
yeah, and then the process of the actual cleaning and drying and all that stuff is weeks and weeks. People think it's just like quick. It's weeks, bro. I used to go back 3-4 times a week to one customer's house to make sure it's dried, rechange things. Like and feces is a whole different ball game, man. You can't touch nothing in there.
So this is what's going on this week while I gotta go down to All-Star. So I had to like drive. It was like everybody's flying. I couldn't miss the fly because there wasn't no flights. So I had to drive down and drive back.
But we in the pandemic though, just you know what I'm saying. But no flight, no seats.
So
I was on Spirit Airline with no seats available, so I know how the flight is going crazy right now. Especially for
American. If you go American, they leave a body in between you. Spirit, they lap you, but
Spirit they had 3 people in front in the middle in between. So what you got in store for this year, man? What's going on? What we got going on this year? Anything special besides where you just, you know what I'm saying, we're talking about? Anything new?
I'm partnering with Coalition DJs. I'm partnering with them.
That's dope.
Out in Carolinas. Shout out to High Rise Carolina Apollo and IndustryMixtapes.com. They're doing a big launch for the beach. Yeah, that's my take at it.
That's hard.
That was the guy standing outside the Brown Stadium, like, let me play. I don't know if you remember back, like on ESPN, the guy was like, he's sleeping in a tent.
Yeah.
We went and sponsored him. Like he's a big ambassador.
That's dope. I like the truck. I mean, that van looks dope, dog.
Thanks.
The way you did it, that's pretty dope, bro.
Thanks. We're gonna do Black Bike Week. We're doing all the sound stages there. It's outside. We didn't know back then that COVID wasn't bad outside, so it's an outside event. So it's cool. Okay. So we're gonna have networking, panels and tech panels. I'm gonna be running a tech panel, showing people how to grow their not just business and brand, but artists how to make money off of their.
I like that.
Off their independent.
I like that, man. I like the panels that they've been doing lately, man, because I feel like we always have, celebrities and entrepreneurs come on stage and tell you how they, what they've built, but they never tell you how to build it. And I understand it's like being a Freemason. You don't want to give out the secret, but at this time, like you could just go on YouTube University and learn how to cook, learn how to build anything. Honestly, take your time. Yeah, so I feel like by you guys giving the key is definitely a blessing for a lot of the youth.
It's like I don't know the technical name of it. I keep forgetting. I probably mess it up. I know what it is. The ITS scan, like on the back of your video, like this video. You put this, upload it, this in the ITS scan. Now, and you register this video, if they try to pull it off anywhere and they replay this, you're getting paid for this video.
So it's like royalties, but on your video production.
Exactly.
That's hard.
Just like, so this video that I'm on right now,
okay,
take this, it's almost like a distro kit it's like a distro kit. You get paid every time this thing is played on Facebook or played on YouTube or reprogrammed out and played, and it reads back. They send you out royalties for your content.
Oh, and you already set up like that?
No, I'm just saying, like, people, I know how to do it.
That's hard.
Most of my content, I don't have time. I just put it out to get it out there because I'm not gonna have time to go back. But on major stuff that I do, I put those ITS scans on it, so every time people play it, it can be watched.
That's smart. I had no clue. I mean, I know about royalties and stuff like that when it comes to the music industry.
That's like,
whoa,
people.
That's huge, man.
That's like major. So just imagine if your Instagram videos, you coded them before you posted them, you would get paid from Instagram for posting it on IGTV or just a regular video because it's coded out there and they have to pay you.
Didn't think of that. And you know what I do like the new thing, the QR codes. I love the QR codes, man. I love that you can take a QR code, it goes straight to your Instagram, it can go to your menu, it can go to your merch, your website. Like that's pretty dope. I mean, I remember back in the day when they started popping up. Now you can literally just take out your camera and just QR code cash at me. Like pretty dope.
That's how the magazine is. Everything is a scam.
Oh, stop it. So not only see, look at this, man. I like to show you how he's not only saving trees in the environment, and this is being real, less pages, but still the same amount of content. All you have to do is scan the QR code and you get the content you need, bro. Like, so let me ask you, is that something that is known in issue, or is that one of a kind? Is that something you created, or
no? A lot of people are doing this, but I'm using this technology in the space to give people content.
It's dope.
So they can take it with them. So this doesn't have. If I put dates on my articles, it has a shelf life.
That makes sense because a lot of people, they come out with a magazine, they got a page in there that says March 2nd is May 13th, and you're still looking at March 2nd every time you're like, this is an old magazine. So there's no shelf date because QR code and so by scanning the QR code, not understanding that you're actually a part of the updates as well. You update something, they scan it, and they see something new. That is dope, dog. That is dope. I like that.
So what we did was anything we didn't want to do. Like we started to go along with putting everything that was trending, right? So we can get a social signal. So we like, all right, anything Shade Room post and all that, we would put it on there. But now I give it up to my bloggers to say, what do you think is cool? Because if this still is up here, we're not looking at trying to flood with a whole bunch of content. We're looking at just putting up quality content that somebody might come back. If they invest and get an advertisement, they're not going to be in a slew of everything. They're going to be right in the mix.
Yep.
Versus like how World Star, you go on there now, you may pay all that money, but you all the way at the bottom as a drop.
Yep. And I didn't know originally back in the day you had to pay for. I thought it was literally like World Star. This is just me being oblivious to the game before I got in it. That it was just something that like, oh, you have a popular video, let's grab it. My man was like, no, you got $700, you can get on World Star right now.
Right now, but
money talks, baby.
But again, that's being greedy in the business and just doing it for getting the money. But if you're taking the time and just doing it slow, like how I'm not trying to say like I'm an Elon Musk or Amazon, but the way I have my ecosystem set up, I care about the ecosystem of how I'm doing everything because I know 10, 20 years from now, my ecosystem will benefit everything that I'm setting up, how everything works together, because I built an ecosystem and not a get rich quick scheme.
It's crazy you say that because TOV Digital always talking about creating an ecosystem and how important that is. And, coming from two businessmen, it's something, when you get it from one person, you listen, when you get it from multiple people, you start listening a little bit more like, ecosystem, the importance of networking, having a system and process. I learned a long time ago, systems work, man. You work the system, it works. It's built for a reason if it works, you know what I mean? And I see that you have a great system going on, you know what I mean? So we're about to wrap up the show. And usually at the end of my show, I like to ask my guests to give out some words of inspiration. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm just put this out there that my boys from the Bodega Boys stole my shit. All right. The little sign they put up on the shit, I used to say all the time. Look at In the Know of Joe. Now they've been out before me. But anyways, I usually say just give some words of inspiration. Anything, man. It could be a quote, it could be some words of inspiration, it could be your Instagram. I don't care. But just please give the people something that they could keep with them.
Well, to the people that's, starting out with their business or about to start or thinking about it, like you're not gonna get rich today. Like it's not about to happen. Like you could. You know what I'm saying? Like Dame Dad say, like if you got a hot product, it don't matter what it is, they're gonna stand in line and get it. But just know it's gonna take time, and you learn from your failures. So everything that you do mess up on, like how Master P say, like it's all a work and learning process. From a high level to a low level, you're always in a learning and learning how to adjust as you go up. But long as you're going in this type of trend, you're good. If you're going down, you need to readjust and think about, you know, how to go on a forward and upward scale motion versus downward. Everything
That's
happens.
dope.
Like it's how you pivot. Like for me, like most people, I'm gonna just use an example. My basement flooded. That has nothing to do with my business. It's a personal thing.
Mm.
But it's something that affects my business, but it's how I pivoted to be able to execute, figure out things, and still get the job done. So even though if everything was perfect in a perfect world, and I had all my stuff down there, and I was able to do even more, I would have probably been at this. I would have been at way up. But
Yep.
I still made it happen, so I'm still at this. But if I'd have just quit and didn't do nothing and say, "Oh, I'm just whatever," I'd have been at that. Just to use it as an analogy, like you gotta, put faith in
That's
yourself and figure out how to pivot.
that's why it's wake, hustle, grind. There's no days off, and every dollar counts. They all go together and they make perfect sense, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Listen, I really, really appreciate you being on my show, man. Please tell the people how they
Okay.
can follow you, where they can catch you at.
My main one is Wake Hustle Grind CEO. I don't post too much on that one, but that's where you can reach me at. Or Wake Hustle Grind, that's the clothing, or 3KP Marketing, and go, they can call me at this number, they can text me.
Hit the line, baby, 443692280. You already know. I appreciate you, man. You already know this is JViz production. The guy behind the screen, the Wizard of Oz, the man is TOV Digital. That's TOV, not Tove. People, y'all say Tove a lot. TOV Digital Media. That's the man. Anything you need, follow the platforms. It's going to be on eStream Live Network and TOV Digital. No, TOV Digital Network. Yeah, TOV Digital Media. Please appreciate you, people. Definitely make sure you check out the water, baby. Stay hydrated.
I was about to ask you about that. I was like, yo.
You got to stay hydrated, baby.
Yeah.
Holler at us. And if you want something for adults, just hit us in the DM. We'll let you know. We got the mixed drinks as well, man. Thank you once again. And check out my next episode coming up soon. Peace.